Now, welcome back, guys, on the fifth episode on Windbreaker Season 2. Now, one thing I want to point out is that Raji has been getting quite an interesting development ever since this season started. And I kind of like the interaction he had with Sakura. I'm not sure if this friendship or interaction is going to continue for the whole season, but I would like to say that it's kind of good to see or to take a fresh new look on another character aside from Sakura. Now, without further ado, let's check out the next episode and see what took place. Actually, I think this will be my very first time taking in the opening of this season. It's quite badass in its own way. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who noticed that this season's opening on Windbreaker, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I'm hoping that this season will give Windbreaker more depth. You know what I mean? Because one of the things that I kind of wanted on the previous season was the way that they, like, even though they showed the lieutenants or the captains and everything towards the end, the other fiction of Bofrin, I'm hoping that this season it will have more depth, like more grounded depth. You know what I mean? Seems like this is going to symbolize Sakura's life or how he sees himself. Or is he training? There's this saying that goes like you're walking on a thin ice or on a thin line. I think I've said this before, but one thing I have noticed, there's no teacher. Ever since season one, there is no teacher. I have not seen one teacher in this damn school. Who is teaching them? We see a class, but there's no teacher. What are they learning? Everyone is looking. I don't know what he's trying to say. I mean, what is he trying to say? I don't get it. I know, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you followed him to go fight another gang to save his friend. You think you're any different? You're special than he is? Doesn't make sense. Exactly. Because right now it looks like he's sabotaging himself. Is he trying to sabotage his image? Is he trying to sabotage his friendship with his friends? Shigeshita is busy sleeping. Who's paying? Who is paying? Who is going to pay? I wonder why. I actually thought that they're going to talk about the traitor among skill that showed himself on episode 3, if I'm not mistaken, towards the ending of episode 3. Thought they're gonna show the team he's actually the team he belongs to. Really? He doesn't close his eyes when he's washing his hair because he thinks a ghost will sneak up on him. Everyone is scared of something. Yeah, you guys are gonna make him shy again. You guys are gonna make him. Here we go. Oh, here's the other. Here's one of the captain. What's her name? What is her name? That's one of the head captains of buffering. Is this a gang of school or school of gang or there's no teacher. There's no authority except them. No principal, nothing. This is like a family oriented gang. Bet you most gang are not like this. There's that chick. Huh? You're used to it. He squeezed the ghost out of him. So Tsubaki has two older brother. I mean, one older brother and one younger brother. Crazy. check if there's any extra scene. Nope, no extra scene. Now, hold on. Her name is Tsubakino. Tsubakino. One of Bofrin, the four kings of Bofrin, I guess. Let me not go there just yet. This episode kind of pick it back from the previous episode. The previous I can't even say it anymore. I guess I'm a bit tired. The previous episode, which stemmed from the episode before that, but the previous episode was just Kaji and Sakura kind of interacting, and because Kaji is one of the lieutenants, so Sakura is under him basically, and it's kind of a character development for Kaji too, to kind of show his ideology or share his ideology with Sakura. And this episode pick it back from that. Now we see one of the four kings of Bofrin, Tsubakino, who likes to dress like a woman, and now wants to go on a date with Sakura, which I don't think there is need for them to explore that on the next episode. I think there is so much better stuff to be explored on the next episode, unless if they're trying to develop Tsubakino's character, right? Unless if they're developing his character to have a depth to it. This date thing does not matter, and I don't think most of us want to see it, because the previous episode was kind of mellow, and now this episode, I would say, make no mistake about it, it is mellow episode. It's just, yeah, you know. If you don't watch this episode, I don't think you missed much. The previous episode, maybe, but this episode, it's not really needed, you know. If someone decides to skip it, they didn't miss out anything, unless, you know, like, hopefully it doesn't happen on the next episode. I want them to get back to the enemy that infiltrated Kill and has stayed with Kill this whole time, with Kill unaware that they have a traitor amongst them this whole time. Whose team is he on? Which gang does he belongs to? What's his mission? Why did he infiltrate Kill instead of Shishtorin or Bofrin? What is he going to do? Because they left us on a cliffhanger on the third episode, and I've been looking to see them pick it back off that, but so far we're now on the fifth episode. 2 episodes after that, nothing has been done to piggyback on what happened towards the ending of episode 3 of season 2. Now, I'm hoping that they're going to get back to the main cream of the crop of this show, the main important stuff, instead of this little gathering. And, you know, it's quite boring at this point. You know, even you made me getting people to come look at his garden. What's the depth? What's the point? What is each? Now I can understand. This is a family gang. It's a family-oriented gang. No, make no mistake about that. And I see it and I get it. The way they relate to each other, the way they speak to each other, the way they help each other out, the way they look out for each other. It's a very family-oriented gang. And I believe that bond makes them stronger and makes them unite. But aside from that, you know, there isn't much depth on this episode, to be honest. What we saw on this episode, the beginning phase of it, is pretty much what we've been seeing ever since we've known Sakura. So it picked it back up from the previous episode, but at the same time, whatever they showed Sakura trying to overcome this I walk alone mentality, that could have been covered easily on the previous episode. And even if it was to be covered on this episode, it should have been covered within 5 minutes or finalize it. Because, you know, ever since the last season and this season and the last episode, they could have covered why Sakura, this acceptance of, okay, I can't walk alone. I can depend on my friends. I can depend on my team to look out for me, to protect me, instead of me having all this I walk alone mentality. But let me know what you think. Do you think this episode is worth it? Do you think there was depth to this episode? Do you think this episode was that good? On that note, let me know in the comment box. And if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like the video, share it, and see you in the next video.